Good afternoon, fellow chartered accountants and esteemed guests. Productivity is never an accident. It is always the result of intelligent planning, focused efforts and commitment to excellence, said Paul J. Mayer. Myself, Jithu Koshy, a public relations subcommittee member for the international conference. In our preparation for this conference, we realized quite early itself that the real success of this conference would depend on what the audience would gauge from it. So, we went on an exercise interviewing different prospective candidates and understanding what they really want from this conference. Sharing with you interviews done for 3 individuals who gave their opinion on the conference. First up, a newcomer to Doha, Mr. Pawan Israni, who works as a senior management consultant in KPMG. Being a chartered accountant who came to Qatar recently, what are your expectations of this international conference which is coming up?
Well, I'm delighted to be a part of this event. I am one of the youngest members of this oldest chapter, overseas chapter of ICAI, and that makes me extremely proud and privileged to be a part of this organization. As an attendee or as an audience to this event, we know that the world is facing global and local pressing issues which have far-reaching consequences. So as a part of this event, I'm expecting how we as finance professionals can rise up to this occasion and be a contributor or be an agent of change. There is an increasing demand of accountability, sound management practices and transparency, and we all know these are concepts or these are management thoughts which is very much associated to us as finance professionals and chartered accountants especially. And to be here between the esteemed audience of our finance professionals and delegates from other member bodies, I feel extremely privileged, and I think that it is going to be a learning session for me.
Next, we are going to interview a lady chartered accountant, Mrs. Reena Elias, a specialist in investment planning department in Ooredoo. Hi.
Hi, Jithu.
Being a lady chartered accountant and especially being a mother, how do you take 2 days off from your busy schedule and come to this event? And what at the end of the day will make this really worth it?
It's a good question, Jithu. And as we all are aware, the role of finance profession has changed globally. Actually, in order to meet the changed requirements of the profession, we need to equip ourselves with recent developments in the profession. And I had a look at the sessions of the conference, and I especially looked for 2 sessions which seems to be very interesting, which are unseen leader and the changing dynamics. In my view, it will enable me to provide better service in my current role with Ooredoo. And secondly, I consider this as a platform which help in networking, and also we can share our professional experience and knowledge with our co-peers. And I wish all the success to the Doha chapter for the conference. Thank you.
Next is a dynamic personality, the Chief Financial Officer of Nexens, Mr. Singaraju. Let's go to him. Being a very senior member of the Doha chapter who has seen our chapter grow from strength to strength over the last 7 to 8 years, what are your expectations of an event of this magnitude being conducted by CA chapter?
Sure. Today's competitive world, there's so much pressure on accounting professionals for results. We are expected to be a catalyst in the progress without compromising on issues such as governance, risk management, controls and compliance issue. Last year, when we attended the first international conference, it was really refreshing to hear the emergence of a new thought process on contemporary issues and to professionally upgrade oneself. The programs also were beautifully designed to ensure that just about you get comfortable with the speaker's voice to put you to sleep, you have the next speaker dazzling you with information that would keep you awake for the next 45 minutes. As a CFO, I'm really looking forward for this conference to give me something which will facilitate me as a partner in progress, both personally and professionally.
Those were 3 members of our chapters on their expectations of this conference. And yes, I can proudly say that we have made every effort to make this conference a grand success. There have been 10 subcommittees involving 30 to 35 chartered accountants involved in delivering this conference today. I hope all of you will enjoy these sessions over the next couple of days. This is Jithu signing off on behalf of the Public Relations Committee and every single person who has worked towards delivering this conference. Thank you.